driver, don't stop at all.
Right now we're back at it, back on another repair video. On this one I got an air leak. When I hold this blue line, I notice I feel air coming from the valve right there. That have the black protective covering on it. So what I'm getting ready to do, I'm getting ready to take that covering off, see if I could see where the leak coming from. Now I got the covering off. I noticed that hole going through the valve. That's where the air coming out of. So this valve right here is bad. I'm gonna have to replace this valve. I'm gonna go ahead and get these tools together so I could take this valve off and head over to the parts store so I could get one. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take these lines off. The emergency line and the service line. For anybody that don't know, the service line is a blue one. The emergency line is a red one. And all you do is a little nipple up there. You push up on it and pull the line out and it'll come out. This is just a quick connect fitting. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take off those two black air holes. Those are holes that go to the trailer. A lot of new drivers might be familiar with the blue and red curly lines, but I switched those out and put these straight lines on there. If you check out some of my older videos, I'll show you how to replace those lines. Now the tools you need a wrench, and you could use two wrench or you could use a wrench and a pliers. Now the reason I didn't give the size of these tools or the size of the wrench is because depending on your truck, it might be a different size wrench, and depending on the valve, the connection valve. These straight holes, the wrench that you need for them is different from the one you need for the curly lines. And on this setup, I also have a adapter on there that goes from a smaller size to a bigger size, so even that will make yours different. Also, your valve might be located somewhere else. Sometimes they have them at the bottom of the cab. Sometimes they have them on the side flaring. So your valve might be mounted somewhere else. But this just to show you, if you have the valve leaking, how to replace the valve. It's not really to give you the exact tool size that you need to replace it. Now I got those two lines off. I'm getting ready to take off these two star fitting screws underneath here. And once I take those off, I could get the valve off. Okay, now I got the valve off. I'm just looking it over, but it don't look like anything that I could fix, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get a new one. And I just snug them screws back in there, that way I don't lose them. Also, the black protective casing that was over the valve, I'm gonna hold on to that because I'm not sure if the new one come with one of those. Okay, so I went and got the new valve. That's the new one, look exactly like the old one. All the screw holes mount up the same way. That's why I was double checking before I start putting it up there. I'm getting ready to take out these two couplings because I had to go from a small size to a bigger size in order for it to fit. On your application, you might not need those. You might have a direct fit, but I didn't. Okay, now I have those fittings back in the new one. Now just to do the opposite of uninstall to install it. Alright, don't forget, check out my other videos and share the link. I'm just out here helping whoever I can help. Somebody out there might need a help getting this replaced.